Welcome to P3 Radio.
The monkey only dances as good as the guy grinding the organ handle.
Brother.
I fly, bro. That is never stopping.
Truck goes to Dwayne.
Cool story, bro.
Footy pajamas.
Hey, genius, it's 2 p.m. Central.
PG3 Radio.
Here's your host, Josh Riley.
Get him off pig, Freddy.
Get him off me. Richard Mullican.
And as I put you down, my pants ripped.
It's showtime! It's showtime! It's showtime!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of P3 Radio. I'm Rich Mullican, joined by my co-host, the man whose rainy days and radios and rainy days keep him on your mind. He's a 1983 Mr. Dixie Youth Grand Champion and best friend Josh Riley. Say, hey, Josh.
I said boom, boom, boom. But let me hear you say way-oh.
Way-oh.
Way-oh. Say boom, boom, boom. What's about to say way-oh. What's up, Richard Lee?
That was weird.
That fucking song just popped in my head right before you hit record.
Why?
Why the fuck didn't you participate? You could have made that
I said
awesome.
way-oh. I said
Yeah.
way-oh.
Way-oh, like you pop a nut off. Okay, I'm done. Let me go watch football.
That's why you envision that I do it?
Probably so.
I'm going to go watch football. What if it's like you're just assuming I only get laid during football season?
Probably so.
If I offer it then, he won't want to do it.
Shit.
I didn't realize the Titans were down 35-0.
He was mighty aggressive. That's when she wants to bang. It's when they're losing like their whole ass out there.
Oh, man. Well, episode, what is this, 216?
Who the fuck cares?
216.
I think it's 216.
My weight in kindergarten. Oh, man.
P3 Radio 216 says we just begged for your listenership.
Yeah. We started a website today.
Yes.
For our podcast. It was free.
What's it called? Podpost?
No.
Podpage.
Podpage.com/P3-radio. And you can go there and listen to all of our shows. You can send us an email from there. I think you can record a voice message and send to us.
Now, I think you said dash twice. I think you should say slash, then dash.
No, I
It's
said
slash and dash.
podpage.com/ that's the slash mark. P3 dash.
So you did slash and dash?
Yes.
Okay.
Slash and dash.
I was just trying to... I
Radio.
wasn't listening to you.
No, you wasn't. Hey, motherfucker, let me tell you what you did wrong.
I heard SH at the end of both of them.
Oh, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Go ahead and play that new one that we did.
That boy got a whole chicken on that motherfucker.
Yeah, we got two new sound drops. And, we're gonna have to figure out how to record a couple episodes because I'm gonna be out of town in a couple weeks.
That doesn't surprise me.
And it gets harder with football season, doesn't it? Because now I got the red zone package, and that pretty much does me in for the entire Sunday after 10 o'clock or after 12 o'clock. So it's like we either have to record early Sunday morning or late Sunday or Saturday afternoon, or anytime Saturday really would do it, or Friday.
Nobody would ever know this.
Got all these options.
These things.
Well, I'm sorry. What do you want to talk about then? I'm just trying to fill some time.
I thought we had a whole chicken on that motherfucker. What happened to that?
That boy got a whole chicken on that motherfucker.
Still a great line.
So, since you're just trying to fill in time, there was a story that I wanted to tell last week on the bullshit part of the show, which could be, construed many ways. That could be like, within the first minute or from the time they hear your daughter's voice.
We've never talked about how we've kind of developed our own little format here. The first of the show is us just bullshitting, and then we go to commercial, and then the rest of it is like stuff that's in the news or videos. We never start with news articles. It's like, and we didn't plan that. It just kind of happened.
It's like Johnny Carson or any kind of late night host or
Did
whatever.
you just
He comes out, he
you
bullshits.
know the Jesus of nighttime TV.
Can
We're
you
just like them.
Shut up and listen. It's the same formula. They come out, they bullshit, and
Yeah.
then it's like that's when it becomes tamed after they sit down and they start pulling from them cards.
Yeah.
We're just pulling from tabs.
I thought you were comparing us to Johnny Carson.
Absolutely not.
Well, I mean, we're something like that. No, we nothing like that.
I wish.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh,
We could.
maybe we should have been born in Nebraska.
Is that your Johnny Carson?
Why not?
How would Johnny Carson describe your father? I'll be Ed.
So I drove through Bemis the other day, and there was a man. He was taking a leak off the front porch of his backyard there, and
Yes.
I'm telling you, I thought we was at the safari. You ever heard of the safari park, Ed?
No, I haven't.
Well, it's in Alamo, Tennessee, and they got a lot of exotic animals for West Tennessee or whatever. I thought I was in the safari park there. I thought an elephant had slung his snoot off there, and that's what he was doing. He was just sniffing for a peanut.
Your accent is falling off as you go there. Yes.
Just sniffing around, trying to...
like a giant anteater. Yeah, man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, did Ed McMahon had the best gig in the world, didn't he?
Yeah, he was just
He
like
was he was the hype man.
The Flavor Flav for Johnny Carson,
Yeah.
best talk show host ever. And he's like,
Then he did some stuff with Publishers Clearinghouse. Did he ever do anything other
Star
than
Search.
Well, Star Search.
That was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid.
But Star Search was basically he got that gig because he was Johnny Carson's second.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it.
And
I ain't mad at it. I'd do it too. If somebody said, "Hey, you're one of the hosts for P3 Radio with Josh, right?" Yeah.
here, I got a dildo you can sponsor.
Okay.
Talk about dicks enough anyways, right? You should be fucking well versed. Oh, I thought you were going to say well endowed. I'm going to say, hey, we're going to cut this off right here, ma'am.
Because if you want me to mold it, I don't think we'll sell too many of them.
Instead of a French tickler, we're going to call this the Irish curse.
It's the best-selling one because it's a gag.
Is this a butt plug? Pretty much. Oh, shit. But anyways, back to my story before you fucking interrupted me.
Sorry. Oh, well, my fault.
Exposing the damn papers. Like, we've never said, but this is how we format the show.
Then we talked about Ed McMahon.
Yes. Anyways, Richard.
I feel like you probably need to practice that one a little bit more.
So here we go with my story.
Kind of run out of steam at the end.
Ran out of coffee. Either way, so my mom told me that my dad has been catching mice recently.
With his hands, or
Yes.
just running up. Got you, motherfucker.
I think it's the same one, just because of the way the story unfolds.
Is he training mice like Willard?
No,
Wasn't
no,
it
no, no.
Willard?
I think it's the other way around. I think he's becoming like a fucking Shaolin monk or something because he's testing his might. And, like when you get his age and you've conquered all these engineering feats and stuff, goddamn, I'll just go build this motor up today, all that kind of shit.
Right.
Like he's got to do something else. So I think since he's that old now, he's trying to kind of exercise more and be more nimble and stuff. And I don't know if it's just the way he's always been. My mom's just starting to tell me now. I don't know. But she said, okay, this is like Tuesday, last Tuesday now that we're talking. And she's like, your daddy told me whenever I was down here last night, because she spends the night, because I got to get up and go to work, and my kids, she helps them with the school and stuff. Well, she said my dad told her when she got home that day, yeah, last night I had to jump up out of the chair because he sleeps in the damn recliner
Yeah.
in the nude. I left that part out. He literally...
So I'm not sitting on that recliner if I ever go over there.
Absolutely not.
What's this racing stripe on the middle of the recliner here?
What's that other divot down there by the feet? So he literally sleeps in the nude, like in the recliner. That's where he sleeps. And like my mom says, she says during the summer. I'm sorry. She said during the summertime. It's when he started it, and he just does it all the time now. So he didn't do that when you were living with us, Josh. I don't know what's going on, but I guess it's because it's kind of hotter in the summer,
Right.
and he just started.
Is it a
liking
leather?
it.
Is it a leather recliner?
No.
Oh, his legs sticking to it.
You can have all that skin sticking on that. Anyways, he just started sleeping in the nude, and that's just what he does. So she said he jumps up. And she reminds me that, and he was probably naked because you know how he sleeps.
Yeah.
And she said, like, he had heard a mouse, and he just waited till it crawled across where he was at, going towards the bathroom. He jumps up like a fucking cat and catches it by the tail. And guess what he does?
What does he do?
He's taking that nasty motherfucker outside.
He didn't kill it.
Well, no, I mean he's naked and he don't have like a hammer or anything.
Hammer. Jesus.
You like how that's my first go-to, huh? Yeah. Either way, he's got it by the tail.
Wait. I was like, he didn't kill it. Well, you're like, no, he's naked. He doesn't have a hammer. Like,
he's got a hammer.
What does that matter?
My bad.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what does that matter? Like, but no, he's going outside. Naked. I can't kill a mouse now. I'm fully clothed now.
I'm not saying that that's right. I'm just saying this what happened.
That's his logic.
Like, he's nude. It's 3:00 in the morning. He's
Right.
like, I'm taking this nasty motherfucker outside. That's what he told my mom. I took that nasty motherfucker outside.
That's
And
logical because it probably can't get right back in the same hole it got in.
He goes outside,
Right.
goes on the porch, and then he goes out into the yard, nude the whole time.
Yeah.
And he just fucking throws it as far as he can. Like,
Imagine he threw it up and smacked it with that baseball bat dick he's got. Third
Grand-
base, Billy.
grand slam with your ass, FIFO.
It's over the shed.
Over the Bronco. You got to win. And so this is Thursday now. That's what he told her that he did. He just went outside and threw it as far as he could.
Yeah.
And,
It didn't try to bite him or anything like that.
well, he had it by the tail. What are you going to do? It's like a big bungee cord. The mouse is not, it's not a rat from New York City. It's not going to fucking, it's not like a gator where it's going to turn around on its own
Sitting
tail.
there strangling it like Tank Abbott in Colorado. Go to God, you motherfucker.
It was the size of a goddamn house cat, Frida. I swear to God. Big motherfucker. Either way,
so yeah,
Thursday happens.
Yes.
Same shit.
There's another mouse.
I'm thinking it's the same
Maybe
one.
the same one.
Because
He's
literally,
gonna start tagging it like deer in the wildlife
like
reserve.
Richard, I'm telling you, hand to God, he doesn't have any mouse traps or anything. He's not. They're not used to having like rodents and shit in their house.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this is an anomaly. So he's just jumping up in the nude, like, because this Thursday, again, about, I don't know, sometime during the night when it was dark.
The mouse is just standing there staring at him naked,
I'm
and
gonna
this
get
big
this-
shadow comes over his face. That's what he's catching him for. The mouse is going, "What the fuck is that?" And before he could even say that, the guy's got him by the tail. He's like, "How is he so nimble with that big thing weighing him down?" He's pretty quick. He's quick as a cat, but he's anchored to the ground.
Like the first time you ever see a parrot, you're like, damn, look at the colors on that motherfucker.
It's just amazing.
Imagine if a parrot like breathed fire or something. He'd fucking kill you every time. A new person, you know? But like, he catches the motherfucker again. I don't know how. Like, I don't know if he heard it and then he started. Like, that's the part that my mom leaves out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How he caught it.
But I think in my mind, he's fucking jumping up. And he's like getting in the damn, pounce position.
See, here's my thing. If I jump up that quick, everything's going to pop on me. Like, my knees are going to pop. My joints are popping. I'm like, shit, my back's hurting. Like, I would not. The mouse would be gone by the time I got up. There must be something to that damn WD-40 shit.
It has to be. I don't know, man. Yeah, like
Either that or he's jumping up and slipping on the WD-40 and falling right into the mouse.
Well, I told you how he helped me work on my car. Like, he came out there in fucking no shirt, fucking athletic shorts, and slides. Like, I was thinking, well, guess what? This motherfucker ain't doing shit. That's my sign right there. I'm doing all the work today. But guess what? No.
He's crawling under.
He's crawling under that motherfucker. Like, he's still functioning.
Was it on the street or was it like?
It was on concrete. This man literally just has basketball shorts on. Might as well be barefoot. He's got slides on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's him. I'm telling you. Like,
So is he? He's gonna have to start tagging them somehow, like spray painted or something, just so he knows if it's the same one.
it ain't the same one, Fred. I put a damn collar on that first one. I know it's not that.
Give him a GoPro for Christmas so he can hook it to the mouse to find out where the hole is that he's getting in. Joshua, I need you to come over here and open this tape for me and put it on the VCR so I can see it.
I'm gonna need you to translate it to the damn computer so I can see it.
Is that what he says? Translate it.
Translate it to the computer.
You've heard about that story where the guy had a mouse in his house, caught it like that, and didn't kill it and didn't just release it, but he threw it like in a pile of garbage that was on fire, and it caught the mouse on fire. The mouse freaked out, ran back inside, and burned the house down.
God damn.
You've heard about that? You hadn't heard about that? Yeah.
Well, my mom said, Ronnie, you're going to get in trouble going outside naked like that. She said, what if the neighbors see you? He said, hell, they might see something they like. That's literally, hand to God, that's what he said. They might see something they like. And then my mom sitting in the back of the car when she's telling me and my wife the story, she said, I told him, well, I don't know about all that, but...
Something they'll fear, they'll have a God-fearing sense of respect for, maybe, but not really like.
Afraid of what I'm doing, I'm just pissing in the urinal next to all these motherfuckers when I do this. That's what I'm doing this for.
Well, the fair was in town this week. Speaking of carnival acts, the fair was in town.
I know.
You went today, apparently.
I did not.
You didn't go?
I went twice, but I just dropped children off. That's it.
You hadn't been?
No.
Dude.
God, no.
I bought a turkey leg. We went Thursday night.
So you went?
I did. Bought a turkey leg and some ice cream, and then threw a few balls at a Dunkin' booth for a fundraiser for the
I know
high
your
school.
ass is only throwing one, so where'd you get the other two? You said a few, right?
3. But yeah, so it was fun, man. It's been wet. Like, I hope I've been spoiled now because we came up here and we were like, man, it's kind of chilly up here. You know, it feels good. Don't have the air conditioning rolling in the background.
No, you said that, and then what was my reply?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
You wasn't listening. I said, don't give me that shit.
Yeah.
I said, I've done heard all that. I'm hot.
Yeah. No. I'd prefer being cold.
You done beat your servants enough to make them fix your heat problem in your third story.
Well, there's an attic. It's not really a third story, but I think the vents that are up there.
Not everybody's attic has a dining room, a fucking laundry room, and an elevator attached to it.
Well, how am I supposed to get up there, Josh? And if we get up there and I'm hungry and I'm dirty, what do you suggest I do? Come all the way downstairs?
I remember the first year that you lived here, and you were so insulted you had to have a fridge in inside of the little gathering room up there.
What do you mean, in the gathering room up there? Oh, up there?
Well, on the third floor.
I thought we went real for a minute. I was like, what was I being insulted?
It is real.
Israel.
It's real to me, damn it.
Oh, man. Well, what else you got? You ever have those days where you just hit a writer's block, Josh? That's where I'm at. I have nothing left to talk about.
I'm sorry.
I'm out of stuff.
You literally said that you went to the fair.
That's it.
It
That's
was
all
fun.
I had.
You bought turkey legs, and that was it.
And an ice cream cone.
You didn't get accosted by any crackheads running a
Nope.
machine.
I didn't even. Usually I
It was
play
all
one-
engineers running everything, right?
Yeah.
With all their teeth.
Oh man, they weren't very aggressive this year. I don't know why, but usually you step within 3 feet of them. They're like, "Hey, big man, come on here, throw a dart, win a prize. You win one of these big sumbitch stuffed animals." And you get up there and you throw 3 darts, pop a balloon, and they're like, "Great, here's your keychain." It's like, wait, no, well, it'd be $5 more if you want to try to upgrade to a medium-sized keychain.
Back when I was younger, when I thought like there was a way to defeat the system or
Yeah.
whatever, like without spending $200, like I was like, well, I got to where I would just go up to him and I was like, bottom dollar, what if I hit every fucking shot in a row? How many damn balloons am I gonna have to bust for these darts to get that big sumbitch right up there up top? Hypothetically, it's gonna cost about $128, give or take.
Hypothetically.
That's if you fucking hit every damn balloon, every throw.
Right. You got an honest carny.
Yeah, and so I'm like, okay, thank you. Now let me go over here to this next one and try to get a PlayStation 2, throwing this damn softball in a damn bushel basket.
I always thought,
They got me with the bushel basket set on a tilt. Like I spent probably $200 real dollars. 100 of it was some girl's birthday money.
You just stole somebody's money?
No, it was hers. She just surrendered it to me with faith that I would get the PlayStation 2.
Did you get it?
No. And dude,
Give me one more, baby. I can throw it one more time.
hand to God, the fucking carny, there was 2 of them that was running the booth. This is in the 2001 fair.
Yeah.
So, 2002.
Oh.
It was the 2002 fair that we had here in town.
Yeah.
This motherfucker gave me a gimme until the next night when I can go home and get more money. He was like, look, I'll give you 2 throws in the bag, and all you got to get is 4 to get the PS2. So we went home after spending like $150.
Mm-hmm.
100 of it was her birthday money. Right? So we go back the next night, pay admission to the fair or whatever, and I literally, the only thing I did was go up to that booth. I made eye contact, and I was like, hey, man, you remember me from last night? Remember what you told me? Yeah, man, I got
Hey,
you.
Earl, he's back.
I got you. We spent another $50 for me to land 2 more softballs in that damn bushel basket on a tilt. It didn't work. I failed. I failed the team.
You got to put a backspin on it.
They were telling me all kind of shit. They were like, man,
They're trying to help you out.
you throwing it too hard is what you're doing. I want to give you the PlayStation. I want to give it to you.
It's probably not even a PlayStation in the box. It's just 2 brick bats.
He's like, damn, we didn't expect nobody to win.
Right? Damn, go buy him a PlayStation with this money.
But, dude, I don't know if that's a suppressed memory, but yeah.
Was that the ex-wife?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was before she was the wife, though.
Right.
Yeah. And, I married her after she proved that I was going to get the PS2 because, goddamn, it come Christmas time, she was already swole up pregnant at that point.
Yeah.
She took a buggy to the fucking stomach to get me the last PlayStation 2 at Walmart.
Huh.
Yeah, during the Christmas bullshit. That was like before Black Friday was a big deal. But this was literally the Black Friday of 2002.
Nah.
She took it goddamn... So Caitlin, who is fucking 18 and a half now,
Right.
took a big bump, before she was even birthed.
For a PlayStation 2.
For a PlayStation 2. Yeah.
Wow.
I got it.
And she's healthy.
Yeah, she is.
She's fine. Everything worked out. I think I want an Xbox X Series.
Is that not the same thing as
No. They're new.
That's
That's the brand new one.
the
They have
one akin to the 5 or whatever?
Yeah, they have they have 2 versions. They have an X Series and an S Series. The S Series is a little bit shittier of quality, but it's cheaper and it doesn't have a slot for games. Everything's digital.
So what's the full name of it?
Xbox X Series and S Series.
Oh.
Yeah, they do have Xbox One X.
That's what I was
and
gonna
One
say.
S, which a lot of people were getting those last year for Christmas. Like they thought, "Oh, my kid's gonna be so happy. We got him an Xbox One X. He's want one of those Xbox X's, like."
Yeah.
And then they probably got him and was like, "Oh shit."
It's a fucking one.
Yeah, I've already got this. I was wondering why it was so cheap. You ever
Brennan's
done that before?
got ball.
Yeah, you ever done that before where you bought something and you got it sent to you and it was the wrong thing? Like you bought the wrong thing online or
I don't know, man.
nothing like that expensive, but
Yeah, I've always been pretty good about trying to like channel into what my kids really wanted and like ask them 1,000 questions. That way there's no mistake.
right.
You know what I mean? Like it's, hey, you want this? Hey, look, this is what I'm going to order on eBay. You better fucking tell me.
Well, I can't wait till I get to that point. I think we're in the last throes of Santa. Like,
She's like 9, so
yeah, she
That's
probably
it.
already assumes, but
she probably knows
but
for real.
but she's still playing along. You know what I mean? So
She's like, Mommy and Daddy are stupid.
well, it's like Big J Okerson said, it's like if you ever watch those Nickelodeon shows where the parents are always dumb, like they're like the kids sneaking out the back door and the parents like sitting like, how do I get out of this waterbed? Oh, it's like parents aren't that dumb. He's like, we've done most of this stuff, but yeah, man,
I remember, I made my grandpa admit to you, and my grandpa, he was such a nice guy, he couldn't lie. So I'm like 10 years old, you're like 8. I'm like, Grandpa.
don't say it too loud if it's gonna
I
be.
said, Paul. I called him Paul. I said, Paul, is Santa Claus real? And we both look at him. We're sitting out there on the back porch, and he's like, nope. Didn't you tell me that's when you found out?
I don't remember.
I think it was. My papa.
Yeah, I don't remember doing it. I'd had my suspicions for like I remember when I was like 5 or 6. Like I just went to sleep, and I was a light sleeper. I just went to sleep, and I just heard I vaguely remember somebody going, "Shit!" trying to get all this shit in here.
It was your cousins helping your mom.
Probably like. Turn it left, Bobby. Turn it left.
Ain't you fucking told him, Gwen? God damn, can we do this during the day?
He's 5 years old. And I would find shit like in the back room. Like,
Receipts.
Yeah, no, I'd find like actual toys. There was one year I found some G.I. Joes back there, and I was like, these are awesome. And apparently they were holding them for somebody else.
They ain't yours.
Yeah, basically.
Put 'em down.
I never saw those toys. I was like, they probably saw, oh, yeah, he saw them now. We got to take them back or something. But I remember seeing the G.I. Joes and be like, oh, G.I. get me G.I. Joes. What are these doing back here? Like, I didn't know. I was like, just, what are they doing in the back room? And then from then on, my grandmother would be like, don't y'all go in that back room now. Like, you knew where the present area was.
That's where Santa Claus hides all his shit in my house.
Sometimes the elves get done with the shit before they're really done
Then
with
you hear
it.
your mama arguing with your mom. He's fucking 14 years old, Gwen.
My grandmother.
Tell him. I don't want to break his heart, Mama.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Gwen. He ain't gonna get no pussy like that. That's the way she
He
talk.
ain't gonna
right
have
there.
no 13 seconds learn his life.
She always had a dip of snuff in her mouth. And she just talk like this right here. I tell you what, Gwen, that son of a bitch is dumb as shit. He's out there baking cookies right now, leaving them on plate.
If he ever gets a piece, he'll have to buy it. That's all I can say.
Damn.
Oh, she was not a crack shot with that spit either. We had a white banister outside, and it was just littered with brown spit, like all the way across it. And then the phones, like we had those.
Oh, yeah.
You could open up the phone and get secondhand snuff that would just fall out of the receiver. It was gross. I didn't want to use the phone. Every time I talked, I was like, I'm smelling snuff. I don't like it. But the most redneck thing ever is they would take her old snuff cans. She would take her old snuff cans, clean them out, and then mix cocoa and sugar and put them in the snuff cans so we could have our own play snuff.
That ain't country. I'll kiss your ass.
If ever a sound drop was more appropriate.
Yep. Yep.
My God.
Oh man, but yeah.
You know,
so
Casey wants to do it when he gets older. you might as well give him on it, Gwen. He's gonna need something to take the sting out of his life.
That boy's gonna be lifting bales of hay from the way his mind looks.
she did always say that I had pretty legs, though. I remember that's what you want your friends to hear.
He always did have some pretty legs.
Oh, pretty legs.
Yeah, I remember y'all called me that for a while. Oh, pretty legs.
I forgot.
He's got to have some kind of good pretty leg because he ain't got shit for the ass. Got a big fat ass. I can say he's got to have something pretty on him.
Like his daddy.
All sleeve.
He could play the hell out of guitar, though.
Yeah. She loved anybody that could play a guitar. It doesn't matter if they left their kids.
Convict, good guy, whatever. He's got a tape out, Glenn. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
He killed 4 people, Mama. No, that just says do that. He didn't really do that.
Innocent till proven guilty.
Anybody that can sing like that and play that guitar can't kill nobody.
All right. Well, at this point, we need to hawk some wares.
Let's talk about something else that can't kill nobody.
That's the shirts over at tinyurl.com/P3RadioTees. Go over there and pick up our t-shirt, Josh. Like the Freddy's Front Yard Slaughterhouse, like our buddy Michael Young picked up, and he just told us about it. He's like, he's getting some compliments on it.
That's right, man. He's been strutting that ass out there in Seattle, Washington, baby.
There's a Freddy's Front Yard Slaughterhouse shirt in Seattle, Washington.
Yeah, and there could be so much more out there on the West Coast, the Midwest, the goddamn East Coast, and everywhere else. And
the Middle Coast, the Gulf,
Kazakhstan for some fucking reason.
Antarctica.
Do you realize, like, we got all kind of Kazakhstan fucking listens? I don't know what it is, but we're doing it for somebody down there in Kazakhstan. And Kazakhstan, you can get your goddamn cover art t-shirt.
Allah damn.
Allah damn. P3 Radio, fucking ECW-like t-shirt, the 80s tee, so much more. tinyurl.com/P3 Radio Tees is your hookup. Kazakhstan and everybody else.
tinyurl.com/P3 Radio Tees, the home of P3 Radio merchandise. And now, the song we were supposed to play last week. It almost sounds like Lex Luger's first music. This is Accept Balls to the Wall. Was there a special reason why you wanted this, Josh?
I like to kick ass.
I like to party.
And this
That
music
was
kicks
my
ass.
yeah. That's nice. I like it. We'll get to the chorus before we shut it off. Why not? Well, I mean, we could talk over this.
But why?
Okay. Didn't you say we saw that on
Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead? I remember it now.
Yep.
Beavis and Butthead brought a lot of music into our lives. You know it?
They did.
Stuff that we would have never listened to any other reason why. You know, like stuff we wouldn't have found back then either.
Right.
And it just sucks that when you watch them back now, they just don't have the music videos on them because of licensing and stuff. That stinks, man.
Unless you find it like on YouTube or something.
Yeah, now that's true. You can find it on YouTube and it'll work a little bit better there. But I remember being so disappointed the first time I ever
got a DVD.
Got a
or
DVD
the
set
tape.
from the Time Life Books Time Life Books. What is it? Presents. There we go. Time Life Books presents the
Back when
Beavis
Time
and
Life was selling
Yeah.
goddamn Beavis and Butthead.
the Beavis and Butthead collection. I bought it. Like, I was working at Walmart at the time, and I was like, I'm gonna buy that shit because I miss it. I miss being young and not having to work and all this shit. So, and it was really like what 7 years before or so, 6 years
Yeah.
before. But I bought it and I was like, I put it in and I'm like, all right, here comes the music.
Nope.
No music. Oh, this sucks. I've wasted my money.
I rented like 2 discs from Blockbuster or wherever the fuck it was. And like within the first 10 minutes, I'm like, what the fuck? Where are the videos? Okay, let's go to this next one. Maybe there's some kind of deal. Nope. No videos
No
on this
videos.
one.
Ugh.
Done.
That was the best part of the show for me, you know?
Well, it's kind of like the WWE Network. Once you know how the show goes, and then
Right.
they've taken something away.
Right.
It kind of like
Kinda,
takes out a bit of the
enjoyment.
yeah, a bit of the
Yeah.
glitter's gone, baby, if you will.
Well, I don't know why I brought this story to the show because
It's been so long ago.
it hasn't. It's only been about 9 days. September 9th.
Okay.
But it's the saddest thing ever. It's McDonald's customer dies in freak drive-through accident.
Well, damn.
A man was killed when he was pinned by his own car while going through a McDonald's drive-through on Wednesday morning. The man was paying for his order when he dropped his bank card at around 5:30 a.m. at the Vancouver restaurant, police said. Surveillance footage showed the driver reaching to pick up the item in the vehicle. The vehicle rolled forward, colliding into a structural piece of the drive-through, the Vancouver Police Department said in a statement released later that day. The driver was unable to free himself from the vehicle as he was pinned between the vehicle door and the frame. So basically, he dropped his debit card, forgot to put his car in park, got out of opened the door, and I don't know if he stuck his head through it or his arm through it or his leg through it, but the car rolled forward and it just basically pinned him in his door.
What the fuck, man?
Like,
could somebody not leave the fries alone and come out there and put the car in reverse?
officers were called by Vancouver Fire Rescue Services to the McDonald's on main terminal streets to assist with a single-car collision. However, the man reportedly died at the scene. Members of the family and restaurant staff witnessed his death, police said. Like, that's terrible. Efforts were made by first responders to revive the man, but tragically he died on the scene. So I'm guessing he probably I'm guessing it was more gruesome than what they're talking about here. I'm guessing it was like he put his head in there, and then the car went forward, and it just crushed his head, or broke his neck.
I don't know, man. You would figure like it'd have to have some type of inertia or something.
2 tons of force, with whatever car he had. You don't know what car he had, and if that door is colliding with, that little post thing they have, if it's colliding with that, oh man,
I don't know. Like, damn.
Those things are supposed to stop speeding cars. But you always have that fear of like, I'm gonna drop my card out here, and then I'm gonna have to back up, go forward. I don't know why it's such a fear. You could always just pull over to the side and walk out and go get it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but
in the moment you're like, if I drop my card, I'm gonna have to get out and I'm gonna have to put it in
park. My thing
park.
is, I put it in park,
Yeah.
and then I bend out like I do DDP yoga, and I just stretch the fuck however I got to, get it, and then we're done.
Yeah, I mean, whew.
But he must have forgot to put it.
It was
in park.
5:30. It was early.
Yeah.
Dang, that sucks, man.
Were you expecting to crack jokes with this?
No. I don't know why I was probably drinking. It was like, we got to talk about this. It's
Damn,
weird. We got to talk about this.
That sucks, man.
Well, you want to talk about one of yours then?
No, liven us up. Lube us back up.
Yeah.
Spit on it and rub it in. Come
Well, we
on.
can do this one. 2 Apple self-driving cars involved in rear-end collisions while in manual mode.
Did somebody die? Did
making-
somebody get their fucking nuts crushed?
Just puppies.
Collided between both of the self-driving cars.
2 of Apple's self-driving cars operating in manual mode were involved in minor collisions in August, according to the California DMV. The first incident occurred in San Diego, California.
I'm sorry, I got to cut you off.
Yes.
What the fuck? A self-driving car in manual mode.
Does that mean that it's manually driving or you're manually driving it? Because if it's a self-driving car in manual mode, that just means it had a wreck while somebody was driving it.
I guess, because goddamn, you'd figure it would have all them sensors. And it's like,
so
hey,
here it is. The second incident occurred in Cupertino, California, right near the Apple Park campus.
That's about where they filmed Silk Stockings.
Both of these incidents were not the fault of the self-driving vehicle or the person operating the vehicle. Well, then whose fucking fault was it?
Some asshole in a Subaru Outback, apparently.
He's just targeting these sons of bitches. I'm going to hit that car. See, watch it stop. Fuck, it didn't stop.
That's when them motherfuckers ain't nobody driving. Well, guess what? Something's gonna happen.
Both of these incidents were not the fault of the self-driving vehicle or the person operating the vehicle. They are largely not notable. And are largely not notable. What does that mean? And
don't
are
know.
largely not. What is interesting, though, is that Apple vehicles were involved in
Both
2
of
collisions.
them were collisions with Paul Hogan driving a fucking Subaru Outback.
Are you probably in the next 5 years? In the next 5 years, this is going to be what basically takes over Uber, and it's going to be these horseless carriages with no driver. Are you going to get in one?
Sure, why not?
I mean, imagine all the DUIs that are going to stop.
I know. Like
Like
that's
if you
why
get
I
a
fear-
DUI now, it's going to be your even now with Lyft and Uber and all that other stuff. If you're getting DUIs in a big city, well, then you're asking for it. But like now that you have self-driving cars, imagine getting in your car and going, "Take me home, car." I'm just going to nap in the back seat.
Well, that's not going to work in my car.
You ain't going to have one?
Well, no, I
What
just
the hell was that? Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got to drive my own car is what I'm saying.
You won't ever have one?
Well, I mean, I don't have money like you.
Well,
I can't
I'm not
freaking-
saying now you won't have one. I'm just
Well,
saying
you know,
won't ever-
Lexus is the one that does the self-driving cars now, so
I'm sure they'll have other ones.
that's assuring motherfuckers like you, Josh, are never going to get one.
I didn't say that.
My servants will probably drive one before you do.
Well, they won't drive one. They'll just get in it. I mean,
Because they're never going to make enough to fucking drive.
What's the point of
one.
driving one if it's self-driving?
You know what I mean.
But no, man, wouldn't that be great if you could just get in your car and be like, "Take me home."
Like Knight
I've had
Rider
too-
or something.
Yeah, I've
Like,
had too much.
Mustang, take me to the other bar.
And then you just
I've
kick
got
it
to
out
replenish.
of you just kick it out of gear while you're in the back seat. He was so drunk. How did he die, officer? Well, he thought he had one of them self-driving cars and went right off into the Forked Deer River.
I figured he moved too fast, had a spasm, and kicked that summit right in the park while it was going about 60.
Threw him clean into the river. But yeah, man, I mean, this will be the thing. I mean, it's coming. Like, here's the thing, though. When they get everybody on this, it's going to end like in the next 50 years. Say they get this technology down, it's going to end.
You know, like, we'll be dead.
It's going to end a lot of collisions. It's going to end a lot of, like, there will be no speeding to get to work. You're just going to be late. You know what I mean? Like, gas would probably, hopefully, go down. You know, there's a lot of great things that this is going to happen with. But I know there's some people out there, though. I ain't getting in one of them cars.
Well, your ass definitely won't be getting in one. You'll be dead within, like, what, 15? Something like that.
15, jeez.
How many summers you got?
I've got about 8. Got about 8 summers left.
You ain't going to see this shit
And that's,
anyway.
and that's counting this one.
Damn,
I
that's
think they're
morbid.
doing some stuff with Domino's too, where they have like some driverless delivery cars. Can you imagine knocking one of those over and
I
getting all
remember-
the pizza you can
I
get?
remember seeing something about like the drones. I seen something about the drones, And I was like, well, how the fuck is Domino's going to do it before fucking Amazon perfects it, right? So they got to be bullshitting. Like, it has to just be within one city or something.
Let's see. We looked it up right here. Self-driving delivery Domino's.com. Yeah, the Neuro car. It looks like a little small smart car.
Motherfucker got a pizza oven in that motherfucker, man.
Hold on. I'll hit it.
That boy got a whole chicken on that motherfucker.
It's being tested in Houston. It's called Neuro, N-U-R-O, and it looks like a little smart car. And I wonder
How it works.
Step one. Opt in for Neuro's R2 delivery. Step 2, Domino's will text you an access pin. Meet the self-driving robot at your curb. And it looks like it's a real small car. Step 3, enter the pin and grab your order and enjoy. It's like it just drives.
So, like, hit that sound drop to what it happens, like, say you hit your pin and you fucking, like, got a mess of chicken wings in it.
Well, guess what, motherfucker?
Is that it?
We all are.
I don't know what sound drop you
Nope.
want.
Same one.
Oh.
Shit.
Wrong.
Well, guess what, motherfucker? We
What do you
all
want?
are.
The only chicken-related goddamn sound drop we got.
You have great tits. They're really beautiful.
You have
I like
great
nice
chicken
tits.
breasts. No, they sell wings.
Oh.
Go ahead.
That boy got a whole chicken on that motherfucker.
There you go.
I knew what you meant. I was just fucking with you.
Yeah, I know.
When you said hit it again, then I hit the wrong one. I was going to hit, well, guess what? And I hit the wrong one. And it went, shit. I was like, shit, I didn't mean to hit that. Ruins
Damn.
the joke. Oh,
Burns
well.
it. It extends it just like a damn Norm Macdonald joke.
Oh, man. Well, that's something, man, I wanted to talk about. Like, we lost Norm Macdonald this week. I just don't have any positive stuff, do I? All of my stuff is sad, but that one hurt, man. Like, I'll be honest, like for the past 3 years, I have listened to Norm Macdonald compilations at night before I went to bed, just as something funny to watch.
Yeah, he's a master at what he does. He did.
I actually pulled a video, and I figured as a tribute we could play a little bit of this, a stand-up routine.
Never gonna have a fucking routine like it on its own, right?
What do you mean?
Us. We're never gonna do this type of work.
No,
Might
no,
as
no,
well
no.
play his.
Yeah, no. I really wish I was as funny as this guy. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I could be. I get uncomfortable with long silences sometimes. Like, you could probably tell on this show.
He bathed in it.
He bathed in it. Yeah, he loved it, and he didn't mind telling a long-winded story. So let's listen to this one. This is one of my favorite bits. I don't care if we go a little long today, and I don't care if this is. If you don't like it, just skip forward about 2 minutes, and you'll be done with it. But this is basically our tribute to Norm Macdonald.
Seems like there's too much news, because now they have 24-hour news. Now, when I was a young boy, the news was half a hour. That was the whole news, And a guy would come on, and he'd have a tie, and shit, and he would say the news, and it was a half a hour long. Now, it's 24 hours long. Now, it turns out that back in the old days when it was only half an hour, they had it about right. That's about all the news there is. Even then, there'd always be some fucking story at the end about a caribou or some horse shit. So there wasn't even enough to fill the half an hour. But 24 hours, way too long. So they have to keep repeating stories all the time and everything, and they'll make up stories, They do that a lot, make up things that aren't really news stories, but they have to, fill the 24 hours, And the one I noticed that they make up a lot, this is the latest one I've seen. I see this all the time on the news. The newsman will come on, he'll go, good evening, everybody. This is the newsman. Whatever he says, he's not going to say that. And he goes, our top story tonight, a lady has vanished. That's the story. And then he goes, let's go outside where there's another guy. So then they cut to outside. And then there's a guy outside, and he's like, hey, listen, how's it going inside? we're outside, and we found out about this lady that vanished. Her name was Janice, and they found her car here in the Taco Bell parking lot. And don't worry about the car, it's fine. But can't find hiding her hair of the lady. Well, back to you. So then you're watching, you go, well, I don't give a fuck on account I never knew Janice in the first place. Matter of fact, I'm kind of happy it's Janice and not somebody I know. But then what they do is they start telling you about Janice, you know? And they go, hey, we found out some cool things about Janice. And you're like, no, that's cool. I don't want to hear it. They go, no, you want to hear it. They can't help themselves. So they go, let's go back to Bill. He's still outside. And how's it going, Bill? And Bill's like, it's all right. It's no inside, but it's cool. And anyways, we found out about Janice. Turns out she's a good lady. And we found some friends of hers, and here they are. And then, sure enough, they show a lady, and it says, friend of Janice. And she says, I'll tell you something about Janice. You want to hear about Janice? Janice is the type of lady that you could always turn to. You know, you ever want to turn to somebody? Like if you got a problem or something, and you feel like you want to turn? Ever do that? Or maybe your neck just hurts and you want to anyways. The point of it is that once you swiveled your head over this way, the person you'd most want to see in your eye line would be Janice. And then they have another friend of Janice that wasn't the first one. And she'll go, I'll tell you, Janice, oh my God. She was the type of lady that she could walk into a room and light up the whole room, you know? And she didn't have a fucking light or nothing like that. She would just somehow, through sheer tyranny of will, she could somehow illuminate a room. I don't know.
Tyranny
and that'd be
of will.
Janice's third friend lady that's not one of the earlier two. And then she goes, I'll tell you about Janice. Is that who you're asking about, Janice? Janice was the type of lady that you could be talking to your best friend in the whole world, and then Janice come in and you go, fuck you, I'm talking to Janice. Because Janice is better than you. Come on, let's face it. She's better than all of us. So anyways, then you're at home, and you start liking Janice, you know what I mean? You start getting invested in her, you go, God damn, that Janice is a cool lady. I would like to meet her one day. That would be a lot of... Fuck, I forgot she vanished. Just my luck. They'll find her. Then you get hope. That's not good. I don't give a fuck what Obama says. Hope is never good. Don't try it. It never works out. So you go, oh man, they'll find Janice. They're putting pictures up of her on telephone poles. I think that had worked once. And then the news keeps showing you more things about Janice, you know? And they'll show you like the home videos of her. You're like, God damn, look at that. She's eating a pizza. I like her hair like that. They'll find her. And then you become obsessed with Janice. It's all you can think of, you know? You're at work, fucking just can't wait to get home, agonizing over Janice, you know, and thinking about her with eating pizza and shit. And then you go home, and your nights are just fevered dreams of, you know, Janice and bangs and shit like that.
Janice with bangs.
And all you can do is turn on the TV and hope, and you know, and then one day, you know, they go, hey, more news on Janice. There's the Bill, he's still outside. And then Bill is like outside, and he's like, here we are. Where, as you can see behind me, they are scouring the woods. They're still searching for Janice, you know. And then you go, oh fuck, not the woods. You know, that's not. Nothing good ever happens in the woods. I've seen enough of these fucking stories to know that Janice ain't coming bounding out of the woods anytime soon. She's like, hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm just taking a stroll through the woods. What are you taking my picture for? I was just Decided to take a stroll through the scraggly woods. Now, if they find you in the woods, they always find you in the same place. Every time, they will find you in a shallow grave. I don't know why they don't just look there in the first place. If I was the police chief, I'd go, listen, I want every shallow grave in the vicinity checked out. I want to clear up this case by Tuesday on account of I'm running for DA or whatever. But,
yeah. So that was one of my favorite Norm Macdonald bits. That whole stand-up special was hilarious. You know, he goes on to talk about being in a shallow grave and like how, you know, serial killers take all this time to plan and meticulously plan out their murders, but then dig the worst graves.
It's like, let me break this fucking rock formation up over here and just hide this body up.
But I mean, the brilliance to stretch that out, because we've all been there, you know, with these news cases and stuff like that, where they tell you about somebody and every day they tell you a little bit more, and the disappearance and
yeah.
And I mean, to take that little like 2-minute thing and stretch it like that into a hilarious bit, like, man, I mean, it was just ingenious. But yeah, he 9-year battle with cancer
that he told no one.
He literally told like no one. And Anthony Jeselnik posted a thing. He said,
"Who?
Anthony Jeselnik. He's a comedian, and he was talking about how battling a quiet 9 years battle with cancer and not telling anybody is the most Norm Macdonald thing ever."
Right.
So he was 61, man, and it sucks. You know, feels like we're doing a lot of these. You know, it sucks this person passed away. It sucks that person passed away. But man, as you get older, you know, you see it more and more often. You know, it's like it's hard, man. But
it really is, and you know, at the age we're at, we're going to see a lot more of it. But
well, thanks for the upbeat. Well, it's going to get worse, Richard. I don't know if you know this or not.
What the fuck do you want me to say? Well, you know, Richard, I bet everybody will kick out. We'll find a fucking cure for death.
There was a scientist.
What the fuck? We're going to have a vaccine for it?
I can't remember who said it, but there was a scientist that said, or
Fauci says we can beat death.
No, there was a scientist
Go
that
get
said
your death booster.
There was a scientist that said a few years ago that if you could make it another like 20 years, that you probably would live to like a lot longer than what you're living now.
Which is crazy that you're talking about this, because I was watching Pluto TV, and they got the Bloomberg channel, right?
Yeah.
And they announce all the little headlines that are happening or whatever, and it says the AstraZeneca company or whatever, they're trying to like they have more headway than another company. They named it. I couldn't tell you what the fucking company is, but it's for breast cancer victims to live like a lot longer.
Yeah.
With their condition, and their tumors doesn't get any bigger at all.
Yeah.
Like that's the research that they're finding. So the only thing that I could say, like that, you know, long term, because we all know eventually COVID's gonna it doesn't seem like it, but it's eventually going to go away, or it's not going to go away, but it's going to be like the cold or the flu or whatever. It's going to fucking balance itself out at some point. But cancer's never going to go away. But the upside to all this research and everything that's been kind of like a speed racer, so to speak, now is a lot of the damn the research that's going into these shots can apply to like cancer as well.
Right. Well, you know, we've talked about it with Dr. Steve when we had him on, that they're getting closer and closer, and they think one of the things that Dr. Steve was posting about a couple months back, that some of this opening the door for the COVID vaccine that they've done, like with, you know, RNA, all of that stuff, is going to put us in like a renaissance for like cures.
Right.
Because it's like they have sped up the time frame of what it was to okay something to be tried. So like something that hasn't been, you know, with the vaccine for COVID, that was something that wasn't really allowed about 5 years ago. Some of the stuff that they were using the research.
But a lot of the things have been put into
Yeah.
emergency status.
Yes.
So they can get the accelerated funding and
Right.
whatever the fuck the approvals.
Right.
And whatever there was usually a brick wall.
Yes.
Now it's wide fucking open.
And I know when we talked to Dr. Steve, he was talking about like there's all kinds of different new treatments, like what is it, homeopathic treatment, where they basically pull white blood cells and basically tell it what cancer is,
Right.
and they inject it back in. I don't know how they do it, but they inject it back in your body, and your own body fights it off. Like there's no
that's
chemo.
what I was gonna say. Like the last 2 minutes of what we've been talking about is basically like a 3-year-old explaining string theory. A 3-year-old explaining string theory.
More
But
like a 3-year-old explaining string cheese.
we swear to God, our intentions are the best.
We need to have Dr. Steve back on sometime.
Definitely.
I sent him a message at one point, but with COVID and everything going on, it was like he, being a doctor, he had a lot of busy days. So he did say, once everything slowed down a little bit, he'd definitely come back on.
Yeah, I can't wait.
One of the coolest guys ever to be on our show. Just you wouldn't expect a guy that went through medical school to let you come on his Sirius XM show and talk about Andre's dick for an hour, but that's what we did. And blackbirds, eating blackbirds. Go back and check that episode out. We've got it on our station here. If you go to our website, our new website.
Do we have a website?
Podpage.com/P3-radio.
Now, did I get a fucking slash and a dash?
You got a slash and dash.
Slash is first.
/P3
dash is second.
radio. Podpage.com /P3 radio. If you go there, you can search for our episodes, and you can actually search for the one I think if you type in Sirius XM, it comes up.
So I'm gonna just pull the curtain full on up on Oz,
yeah.
I'm exposing the fucking middle-aged.
Is that what
man.
that show was about? Oz? They
no,
put curtains
I'm
up.
talking about the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, okay.
I'm Dorothy in your ass. I'm gonna expose you.
Now, I know somebody got their ass Dorothy'd on Oz.
So you had the most fucking Dorothy moment. You're just like, goddamn, is there any way we could change this goddamn dash?
I didn't want the dash
in this. Is there any way we could do this? And every time you would take the dash away and try to enter it, it would give you some kind of
this page not found.
It's saying some other motherfucker done got this.
No, I think because we had a space in P3 radio. Well, some places we do, some places we don't.
We got to have the dash.
They had to do a dash because you can't do a space in a website. So
Podpage is very particular.
I guess so. Well, the internet's be crazy, yo.
But you treated them like they were your servants. You're like, goddamn, gotta get this dash out of here. This bugs the shit out of me.
Which, what did you say? The one on our email address bugged me for a long time.
It did, and I just accepted it. And then I did a Randy Savage impression. You don't have to like it, just accept it.
It's like the 5 stages of grief. It's denial.
Put the one after it.
It starts with denial and ends with acceptance. I don't remember the other 3.
You're
Bargaining.
You're about a week out.
It's denial. Sadness. I can't remember them all, but there's 5 stages.
You're stumbling.
Yes.
Let's get away from here.
All right. Well, let's talk about something you brought to the show that probably isn't death or cancer.
Oh, come on. Let's waller in it.
Well, I noticed you ain't touching that mouse, so.
Oh, man.
Well, that's a little bit of an old. That one's from
It
May.
is, isn't it?
You were talking about mine from a week ago, and you're like, that one's from May. We got all these tabs that are super old.
Yeah, or, from May. Because we wanted to talk about dog dicks or whatever. So.
Hold him still. Hold him
motherfucker, Randy.
Hold him back.
God damn.
I'm surprised we didn't get any feedback from that.
Everybody's scared.
Did y'all hear that?
That's the dog dick guys. I don't want to say anything to them.
So this is about the new movie in May, Cruella.
The new movie.
In
You
May.
know, like from 6 months ago.
So let's go ahead and get it out of the way.
Cruella.
Next up, we're going to be talking about Heat.
That's an old joke.
Yeah,
I know where you're getting that. I know where you're getting that from.
Yeah,
Hey, you guys seen Heat?
That was.
And that was like 6 years old at the time.
What's the guy's? The guy who did the bacon and the hot pocket joke.
I can't think.
He's kind of clean.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He had a special, 30-minute special
Yeah.
on Comedy Central back.
He's like, did you ever see a movie that
The
Jim
late
Gaffigan?
90s,
Jim
yeah.
Gaffigan. Did you ever see a movie that nobody else saw it way before? It's like, hey guys, I saw Heat. Heat. That's like 6 years old.
No, he said, come to work the next day and like, hey, you guys seen Heat? It was like 5 years ago.
It's like, yeah, but I want to talk about it now.
Either way, I'm not stealing it. Well, I am stealing it, but it was from some woman that went to Cruella back in the theaters in May. It was watched on May 28th, 2021.
So this is a critique or a rating.
Yeah, yeah. She dropped a rating on whatever website it is. This is a tweet.
Okay.
So this is from Seagull. It's
Siegel.
Seagull.
Is that Steven
You choose.
Seagal?
She's got a pro account wherever she fucking logged in from. And Seagal says, 5 ladies walked into the showing late and spent a few minutes continually changing their seats and whispering loudly to each other. They finally got settled in. And then this kid started making noise. One of the women got up, walked over to the kid, and told him, please, shut the fuck up. These are fucking really well-trained women. And the kid's mom yelled at her and called her white trash bitch in parentheses. And she yelled back and called her fat. And a major shouting match broke out. They walked out and continued fighting right outside. And at this point, half the audience had gotten up to watch them instead of the movie. Parentheses, I was sitting all the way in the back, so I was able to do both. And then, in all caps, and then I heard the sound of a taser. The mom tased the other lady twice. The mom stormed back into the theater and grabbed her child. She was still holding the taser, and she rushed out so fast. About a minute later, the movie paused, and soon after, the cops showed up. They listened to all our accounts, and then the theater manager offered us refunds or to just go into the next showing. The movie was all right, but the experience was unforgettable. Living in NYC is so fun. Like, I have never.
3 stars.
No. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
She gave it 3 stars out of 5, I guess.
And it sounded like the experience was more so than the movie. Now, Richard Lee, have you ever had an experience that was just more exhilarating than the movie itself?
Joshua?
No. I've never had that. Now, I have been in a lot of movies where I'm like, I wish those people would shut the fuck up. But I would never. Like, that just seems like a fight brewing. Because if you have the lack of respect to talk loudly in a movie theater, you probably don't have that much concern about fighting a motherfucker.
Why don't you shut that fucking kid up, too?
Why don't you mind your own business, bitch?
Like, that's never going to lead to any kind of positive reinforcement.
But
Like, if
I mean,
you say things like that, you're wanting to fight.
But in the same respect, if you hear somebody talking loudly in a movie theater saying, hey guys, can y'all keep it down? That ain't going to go over well either.
No, because they're already talking loud.
Yeah.
That shows you where they're at.
The best thing to do is just pull a Karen and go get the usher.
I would say the people in the back of the theaters back in my day was always the heroes, because those were the ones that would make the people in the front row, you know, when they're shut the fuck up, and they're in the back, so they can't get to them. They don't know who said it. So then it's like who said that? And then it's like a minute long. I bet you won't say that again.
While he's looking with
Like,
his,
while
with
they're
his hands
looking?
over his head,
Yeah.
eyes like
Like-
he's looking through the sun.
And then you hear this chat. You know, and then it's like, sit down, shut the fuck up. And the guy gets tired of looking, so he just sit down.
A lot of passive aggressiveness going on in the movie
Pretty much,
theater.
and that was it. You
I
know?
guess that's going to be another. I enjoy movie theaters, like going and watching movies in them, but I hate full movie theaters.
Oh, definitely.
I hate them. I mean,
I think those are like becoming a thing of the past.
Yeah.
Now,
I
because
went-
HBO Max and all that. But like, if you go into the full movie theater now,
Ugh.
you're probably in a damn big city because I don't know, man. I don't see it being like it used to be.
well, you got the people that laugh out loud about everything, like really loud. Like we went and watched Talladega Nights, and we missed so much of the movie because people were talking and laughing real out loud. Like,
Watch what he gonna do next, Brenda. Watch what he gonna do next.
or
He gonna talk about the cheese fountain.
my favorite is when somebody's telling like a joke or doing a thing, and you've got that one person that has to repeat the last line and laugh again. Like they would say, "The bread box is full." Ha ha ha! The bread box is full. Ha ha ha! It's like, oh my God, I want to kill you with the bread box. But you know those people that exist, the ones that repeat the last line and laugh again.
Yeah.
And then you're missing dialogue, and you're like, I hate everybody in here. But I don't know. I think movie theaters are slowly going to be like one of those things like Blockbuster Video, where we
Yeah.
where our kids tell their kids where they went to a movie
That's
theater.
one of them
once.
things like now that the pop-up drive-in theaters, and I say that pop-up because they popped up within the last,
Yeah.
not like a literal pop-up.
I haven't been to one, though. I want to go.
It's the ones that popped up within the last
Yeah.
few years or whatever. They're pretty much just showing the movies that's going to just bring in so many people.
Yeah.
And that's it.
But then again, do you want to sit
Hey,
in,
we're showing Back to the Future.
do you want to sit in your car in a hot-ass summer at night? You know what I mean?
I mean, you got that brand new Kia.
But I
Air
couldn't imagine
conditioning.
watching a movie through my windshield anyways. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem.
Get
I mean, I
Javier
want to
to
go.
fucking clean it better.
It would probably be one of those things if you got a truck and you park kind of towards the back row, like Wooderson and them did it, and Dazed and Confused. Not Wooderson, but who else was it? Pink, Randall Floyd, all those guys. They parked in a truck and had lawn chairs, and they were sitting back there in their truck watching the movie. That seems pretty cool, but I don't know, man.
Somebody like you never own a truck. So.
No, I can't own a truck, man. Can't. Like I said, I did see a truck the other day going down the road that had like a trailer hitch, and on the hitch it was a U-Haul style trailer hitch, and I was like, that is appropriate right there. That is appropriate. Do we want to get this other one out of the way right here? No. Or do you
what
want
you
to
do.
You want to do this one? Which one do you want to do?
Let's go.
This is.
What's this right here?
You're fucking this dog. I'm just holding the tail.
We're going to do that again. I thought we got a little last week about that. We're not doing that?
No, we're good. What are we doing?
Who is this?
Who is who?
I don't know what you brought to the page.
This is
here.
your story.
It's not.
Is it not? Well, then exit out and find your story that you
Well,
want
who
to
the
talk
fuck
about.
brought this, Richard?
I did not. I don't know. I didn't. I thought you did.
SpaceX crew is back. You didn't bring
No, this ain't mine.
You didn't say nothing about.
Nope.
Okay, that guy in Bali, he's the one that did it.
We got tabs showing up that we don't even need. This asshole fucked these tabs up. He's got tabs he don't even need.
Oh my God. Well, let's talk about this one. I've been wanting to get this out since July 11th.
Well, put your dick back up.
If I was my dad, I'd just do it whenever, right? Go out on the porch.
Throw a mouse over the porch, over the shed.
Take that, FIFO. So it says here, 3 shot outside barbershop after argument between 2 men over who won foot race a month ago. Like, that's the most, like, dude, you know, I'm a logical person.
That ain't country. I'll kiss your ass.
There you go. There's your sums up.
Listen, I'm a logical person, okay? Like, I try to be, you know, within the bounds of reality.
Yeah.
No matter what we're talking about. Hey,
Are we talking about a foot race right now?
I can identify with that, you know, whatever. That is the most man shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You will never see in the headline, hey, fucking Sally, what the fuck?
Jesse and Raphael.
No. So Jenny, what the fuck, and Jennifer, what's her name,
Aniston.
got into a goddamn all-out brawl, and one of them died because the other one lost a foot race a month ago, and they disagreed on the argument. Like, that is some man shit. You know, that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
It says 3 people have been shot outside of a barber shop following
3?
Yeah, 3 of them.
Jeez.
Following an argument between 2 men in their 40s, allegedly. They're in their 40s. Allegedly over who came in first in a foot race over a month ago. The incident occurred approximately at 3 p.m. on a Saturday, July 10th in Northeast Houston, when the Houston Police Department received a phone call regarding a shooting involving several victims outside the Mean Cuts with a K. And the Cuts is spelled K-U-T-Z.
That boy got a whole chicken on that motherfucker.
The Mean Cuts Barbershop, according to ABC News Houston station KTRK. So there are 2 males. You done hurt me, Richard. You done hurt me. There. I'm gonna take that black box away from you. So there are 2 males that were arguing outside the barbershop over who won a foot race and who was faster. The Houston Police Department Assistant Chief Wendy Birmingham told KTRK in a short press conference following the shooting. So at the point, one of the victims started walking away from the argument. He was trying to be the bigger man.
Yes.
He was trying to walk away from the bullshit argument. Man, you knew I was faster than your ass. And he just walked away. The suspect then shot. Why is this funny to me? Oh, God, I'm battling this. The suspect then shot him twice in the shoulder.
Hotter than a $2 pistol.
Oh, we're never getting into heaven. Do you know that? We're struggling right now.
Oh, yeah.
We might make it. But the 2 innocent bystanders who were inside the barbershop at the time were also struck in the shootout. So this motherfucker was just like Wild Bill in that ass. Like, I'll shoot every goddamn one
You ever
of you.
seen that movie where they curve the bullet? That bullshit?
Yeah.
That's what he was trying to do.
One was shot in the rear. Oh, I like this. This is so Yahoo News. One was shot in the rear end while the other was shot in the arm. So one of them took a shot in the arm, just like he was getting a COVID vaccine. The other one took a shot in the ass like he was getting a goddamn sinus cocktail. Like this, get it? Cocktail?
I don't even want to hear. Hey, whatever you have to do, you do the motherfucking shit. The motherfucker, hey.
That's what he said when he was removing the bullet.
The suspect, who initially began firing, subsequently fled the scene of the crime, traveling eastbound away from the barbershop in a black Nissan Frontier. Authorities said they do not have the vehicle's license plate number at this time. The Houston Police Department confirmed that they had gathered video evidence from the phone of a witness, as well as surveillance footage from a liquor store next to the barbershop. So they know everybody that's been shot in the arm, shot in the ass.
Sounds like it was in a good part of town, you know, a liquor store right next to a barber shop.
You know, right next to the title loan place.
Oh, man.
Oh, one victim was taken to Kingwood Hospital to be treated, while the other 2 were taken to Memorial Hospital. None of the 3 people who were shot suffered life-threatening injuries and are expected to survive. Well, thank God. Especially that motherfucker shot in the ass over all this bullshit. Can you imagine? Like, you're at the fucking Kroger or whatever.
The Kroger.
And your wife, like, she's like, damn, where is my husband? It's been like 5 hours. Surely he hasn't bought a prostitute by now. and she has to like text you and you're like, hey, I'm at the hospital right now. I got shot in the ass while I was at the Kroger. Like, is she gonna believe you?
Yeah, maybe, but I'd probably call him and be like, "Hey, I just got shot in the ass."
I got shot in the ass. She's like,
It wouldn't have been.
like,
It would have.
What club are you at?
Yeah, it wouldn't have been like, "Hey, where are you at?" Oh, I got shot in the ass. I went to the hospital. I'd probably call her first and be like, "Hey, I just got shot in the ass."
She's like, "It's not even our anniversary. I didn't give you a pass."
You stole my soap. Who steals soap?
It doesn't really fit, but
yeah, it does. It fits so good.
Hold on.
Because this hot load of freight is just going to have to wait.
There we go.
Oh, God. Oh, God bless them too, man. I mean, they're not going to die. But one of them was faster than the other.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure. And you know what?
One of them's definitely going to have a limp.
They didn't. One of them's going to definitely be faster than the other one.
Now, yeah.
Now, for sure. There's no argument there.
Got all that scar tissue in his ass.
But the only argument is, why couldn't they get the damn surveillance footage from the month before, whenever they had the damn foot race?
To see who won.
Technology
Your
always
honor,
wins.
Your honor. You can obviously see
We're
I
going to need
won
to run
right
this
here.
back.
Well, you should have shot him. He was being a dick. You did win.
Damn.
That boy got a whole chicken on that motherfucker.
Well, that's going to do it for us.
We need to just go on home.
I don't
Pinch
feel-
it off. Let's get out of here.
I don't feel good about this one, Josh.
Might need to be a hard edit.
I'm going to tell you what the doctor probably told the nurse the day you were born. I don't feel good about this one.
It's going to be trouble. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, if they want to follow us on social media or give us a call or visit our webpage, Josh, how do they do that?
Ooh, throwing in an extra one on
Yeah.
me. Like you're going to learn something new somewhere else. So at Twitter, we're P3 Radio, or you're at P3 Radio, the number 1. On Facebook, put in a search bar, Pop Poncho, Poncho. You'll see our photo. If you want to get with us the old school way, 731-300-6675. And guess what? Podpage.com/P3 motherfucking dash radio.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, slash and dash your ass over to our pod page and give us a damn review, you know.
Podpage.com/P3-radio.
Ooh. That boy had a whole chicken in that motherfucker.
Did I catch a niner on there?
That boy got a whole chicken on that motherfucker.
For Josh
Pod
Brawley.
page, goddammit.
For Josh Brawley, this is Richard Mulligan saying thanks for listening and good night.